Shopping and services include variety of type, be it the grocers or the bakers. We use them to buy the foodstuffs. Butchers sells meat. Greengrocers, however, sells vegetables. The corner shop is found in every city. You can buy the foodstuffs almost in every part of the day. Chemist refers to the pharmacy. You can buy the drugs there. Drugstore, on the other hand, refers to shampoos or soaps, which can be bought there. Market or marketplace is the place where the local sellers present their products. The bookshop enables us to buy books. Clothes shop represents some of the boutiques where you can find clothing of high quality. The sports shop deals with selling the sports equipment, be it the clothes, shoes, or the tools that you use when exercising. Shopping mall consists of many types of shops under one roof. That's the shopping center. Supermarket or hypermarket represent variety of products, variety of goods which are sold under one roof. Let's imagine Tesco, for example. A stall or news stand refer to little shopping places in a square or in the street. So shopping mall, as defined right here, is a large indoor shopping center with variety of shops, cinemas, wellness centers, or bowling centers. Where can you buy the fresh, canned, or frozen meat? Meat products like salami, ham, or sausages can be bought at butchers. On the other hand, various kinds of fresh bread, the buns, cakes, or cookies can be bought at bakers. Other foodstuffs like tea, coffee, bottled beer, wine, juice, all the candies, vegetables or fruits, or dairy products including milk, butter, cream, cheese or yogurts can be bought at the corner shop almost in every town. Where can you buy the fresh vegetables and other kinds of fruits? At the greengrocers. Medicines, including the pills, tablets, antibiotics, or cosmetics, all these can be bought at the chemists. Different dresses, shirts, blouses, and other kinds of clothing are bought at the boutique store. Post office services include distributing of letters, postcards, parcels, or telegrams. You can send money and you can obtain a loan like in a bank, right there in a post office. The banks, as financial institutions, provide financial services to the people. You can get a bank card, a credit card, a mortgage, or a loan if you need that money. What can you do with a bank card? You can pay for goods in the shops. You can withdraw your cash from the cash machine, very often known as the so-called ATM. You can recharge your cell phone credit, or you can borrow money if needed. How can we pay for goods? How can we pay for services? Be it card, by check, especially in the United States. Obviously, you can pay by cash, by a bank transfer, or by a postal order. What about you, personally? Where do you prefer doing shopping? Be it the large shopping center, because there is a better choice, large parking place, and sometimes cheaper goods. Everything is found under one roof, and that's very advantageous. You have a lot of time to choose, no need to be in a hurry. You've got a lot of space and better environment to make your shopping. There is an air condition during the hot summer months and a lot of shop assistants. Obviously, they are open from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., which is very comfortable. On the other hand, the small specialized shops provide goods which are fresher, be it the greengrocer's shop, for example. The shopping there is not that hectic, and there is not so many people like in case of large shopping malls. You can also talk with a shop assistant, which is quite comfortable, and sometimes it is quicker to buy. Services represent all that activities that the public needs. They can be provided by the government or a private company. let's imagine the post offices like the Slovak Post. Banks, very often of private ownership, like VUB banka. Police, however, is provided by the state. That is the state service. Petrol stations like ÖMV or Shell provide us with gasoline or diesel. Dry cleaning, shoes repair, photocopying, or window cleaning, all these are private services provided by the private owners. Babysitting, gardening, electrical services, or estate agencies are other examples for the private services provided by the private sector. The doctors and the dentists can be private as well, which means that you get paid certain sum of money to be healed, to be examined. The beauty salon, the nail salon refer to the wellness services. Library, swimming pool, or tailors are just a few of other examples for that services. Consumer is a man or woman who uses a product. Consumer is everyone who buys some services or who buys some products. A consumer society is a term which defines the society where natural goods are very important. Today, people seem to have more possession and more comfort than they have ever had before. Many people work very hard in order to have enough money, not just to buy the food and clothes, but to be able to afford other luxury goods. For example, more expensive cars, more comfortable sofas, or better electronics like home video. Post office is an example of a service which is provided by the national government. It is responsible for collecting and delivering letters, postcards, or parcels. You can also pay your bills there directly at the post office. Bank is a very important institution which provides various financial services. Be it depositing or providing money, you can deposit your money within a bank into a bank account. Banks also provide services connected with money circulation, keeping money for customers and paying it on demand. We distinguish two most common types of bank accounts. First of all, it is a current account. That is most commonly used by the wide public. A deposit account, however, is used for saving money, and the interest rate is higher than the interest rate of a current account. Therefore, it is good to save your money there in a deposit account to let the money earn for you. Withdrawing money is realized within the so-called cash dispenser by an ATM, which is a machine in the wall of the bank, in the wall of a street, that gives you a requested sum of money using a special plastic card given to you by your bank. We call them bank cards or credit cards. You simply insert your card, you select your language, you will enter your PIN code, you will select the amount of money that you want to withdraw, and you can choose if you want a receipt or not. Then you will simply take your money. That's the principle of withdrawing cash from the ATM. Police, which represents the state power, is the official office of men and women whose job is to protect and serve. Police takes care of our security everywhere in the streets. Petrol station is another example for the service where you can take your car and fill it with gasoline or diesel. Most petrol stations also sell small spare parts and other goods such as sandwiches, baguettes, other refreshments, including the sweets, drinks, cigarettes, or newspapers and magazines. Other services include, for instance, a hairdresser, library, variety of restaurants, varying from the Chinese ones to the Indian ones to the traditional Slovak ones, an optician or a travel agent, where you can choose a holiday and you can buy the tickets right there. Advertisement is very important in the recent era because we can see the advertisements on billboards, in the television, we can hear it out from the radio, we can read it in the newspapers, magazines, or leaflets. The most frequent advertisements cover the products like the purchase of mobile phones, foodstuffs, the sale of cars, or mortgages. Leaflets influence us in a quite negative way, because if we see something cheap, we will usually buy it even if we do not have enough money, even if we do not need that. But without advertisements, the product sale would not be that efficient, would not be that enough. Simply said, advertisement serves to convince a customer to buy certain product, to buy certain service. Shopping and services represent all those activities which make our lives easier. You simply go into a shop and buy what you need. You simply order a service and your life is easier because you do not have to do that much work, including shoe repair, dry cleaning, or babysitting, or gardening. Do you do online shopping every month? What do you buy online? That's the question. When you go shopping to grocers, what foodstuffs do you usually buy? Does it include vegetables or fruits? If so, what are the examples? Other services comprise services like cleaning, like washing. Merchandiser is a person who offers certain products to you on a personal basis and he tries to convince you to buy that product. Shopping covers several keywords which are quite different in British or American English. Shop refers to a store in American English. Corner shop is the same meaning in case of convenience store within American English. The Britons say the chemists, but the Americans say pharmacy or drugstore, where you can buy the medicines. American shopping malls represent the same ones as the shopping centers in Europe. Ironmongers in Britain cover the same tools like hammers or nails as well as in case of hardware store in American English. The garment store is the same, meaning the same label for clothing. So, what is a consumer society? It is a society where consumption prevails. So, very often people buy the products which are of higher added value and obviously very often not that needed. How would you describe a shopaholic? That's another question for you, dear students. What kind of payments do you know? As mentioned previously, we can use the credit cards. One of the advantages would be that they are very comfortable just to click it to the pay machine. Disadvantages represent the fact that you cannot pay with a credit card that often. You cannot pay with it everywhere. You can forget your password. However, the credit cards allow you to buy the things online, and you can pay with it in almost every country. However, the disadvantage is that the credit cards throw you into a greater debt because you can spend more money than your limit would allow you. So the credit cards are an inseparable part of our daily life. Then we've got cash. You can pay with it everywhere and right now. You cannot spend more than you have, which is advantageous. And you do not have to pay any bank charges, like in case of payments by the credit cards. The disadvantages of cash payment include the fact that you have to exchange your money if you travel to a country where there is not the same currency, like in case of yours. The cash can be stolen, and you have to carry a wallet to save your money in. And you cannot shop online. That's the major disadvantage. Checks, however, enable us with the payment of great amount of money with it in the environment of the United States. But we do not use them usually, and they are very easy to destroy because it is just a sort of paper. In case of Slovak environment, we use those checks to pay for our bills, usually at the post office. Supermarket, clothes shop, jewelries, shoe shop, book shop, and many other represent the individual shops that make our lives easier. Your task is to describe each of the shops shown on this slide to prove that you understand what can be bought there. Bookshop sells the books, but a library lends the books. Services cover variety of activities. You can eat in restaurants, fast foods. You can visit a bank to get a loan. We all use transportational services in order to get from one place to another, and firemen protect us against fire threats. Real estate represents the agencies which sell houses, flats, and the parcels. Laundrette is like a washing machine place where you can pay for washing your clothes. The ways of shopping include primarily online shopping during the recent era. You can buy everything anytime 24/7. It's very comfortable, just several clicks and you've got your product. You do not have to carry your heavy bags because it is distributed to your home directly. You can buy the product from all over the world, for example from the United States, China, or from other foreign countries. However, you cannot pay with a cash, only with a credit card. You can't check out the items, the size of your shirt, the size of your shoes, for example. You got to pay for the delivery. You have to wait for a long time until they deliver the items to you. Sometimes it takes several weeks to get the electronic devices from China to Europe, for example. Shopping centers, in contrary, provide everything under one roof. You can find the children's playground in the children's corner and a lot of services like banks, post office, cinemas, restaurants, and other entertainment services. Prices are usually lower. However, there is a lot of people, especially during the time before Christmas. There is a loud music, which may be disturbing for most of the customers. All Park or Mirage in Žilina are the real examples for those malls. Market is quite a traditional way where you can buy the fresh fruits, vegetables, flowers, and very often the home product like honey. There is a typical good atmosphere of the sellers and you can taste the product and try to get a lower price, especially in the southern countries. However, there are shorter opening hours, limited only to a span of several hours during a day. It is quite uncomfortable to shop there in winter or when it's raining out there. You cannot pay by a credit card and sometimes the prices are higher due to higher quality of the items. Small shops are very advantageous to buy in because there are not so many people. Usually there is a willing salesman who is trying to help us. However, you cannot buy everything there. You can't find everything you want to buy. And sometimes it is a bit more expensive. Very often it's closed during the weekends and it closes earlier during the weekdays. So what are the differences between shopping in the past and nowadays? In the past, people's choice was very limited. Nowadays, you can buy almost everything and in any time. In the past, people usually bought the basic foodstuffs like bread, milk, meat, or vegetables in small local shops. But during the recent era, there is a great variety of the products you can choose from. Do you prefer shopping in Slovakia or abroad? Do you like shopping? How often do you go shopping? Do commercials and advertisements influence your choice? These are the basic questions you got to answer. Looking forward to the online lesson.